internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
Got it.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world. XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to an episode of 24 Hours Script. Let's get right in today's video. I'm going to break down something today that is going to leave you guys in complete shock and a better understanding on how XRP is going to get its value and how XRP is going to be the biggest asset in this crypto sector. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, $100 is going to be achieved 100% because over the past 10 years, I've said this before and I'll say it again, Ripple has been putting together a group of high-level individuals and organizations together to provide financial stability to the fourth industrial revolution infrastructure. And that is what we're seeing play out right now. And in order for all that to happen, we need regulatory clarity because that's what the incumbents want, okay? Take a listen to this breakdown. We know the ESCROW XRP has 41 billion in it. And in my opinion, we are never, ever gonna see that because when XRP was designed, it was pre-mined with 100 billion XRP for a reason. Just take a listen to what Garlinghouse said here.
Issue 100 billion XRPs will be enough to cover once the XRP service scales to a global full scale, or would there be a shortage?
Well, so when XRP was created, this actually was created before Ripple existed. The creators of XRP decided there'd be 100 billion units because they saw it as rather than having a smaller number with a very high price, they saw it as something they wanted to be effectively a global reserve currency.
I'm not saying it's going to be a reserve currency, but all I'm saying is that these are pretty much a perspective of a banker's perspective. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say here. These guys came in since inception with a plan to completely redesign the financial infrastructure, and that is why they pre-mined the 100 billion XRP. We could confirm 100% that it is deflationary, okay? You can't 100% say that about Ethereum and Bitcoin because you guys know what happened to Terra Luna. Proof of work doesn't work. And Terra Luna, after its low cap token, ended up having about 6 trillion in circulating, okay? Take a listen to this. We all know financial stability is massive. That is why we have organizations like the International Monetary Fund, which we covered in my previous videos, every year coming out with global financial stability reports. We have the WEF out here talking about feeling the heat. Financial stability is under pressure. And we have the BIS here promoting global monetary and financial stability through international cooperation. Financial stability is pretty much a level playing field. What they're trying to create a level playing field with an adverse financial stability in the fourth industrial revolution. And I'm going to show you why financial stability is one of the most important things on this planet, because it comes down to liquidity. And if you guys recall, the 2008 financial crisis was a settlement crisis. The liquidity system froze. Take a listen to this.
October 23rd, 2008, the world was melting down. They call Alan Greenspan out of retirement to go before Congress and explain what is happening. He says this thing that the left has jumped on, not really quite understanding the full picture.
There are additional regulatory changes that this breakdown of the central pillar of competitive markets requires in order to return to stability, particularly in the areas of fraud, settlement, and securitization.
So you may remember there were New Yorker articles about, Alan Greenspan says markets don't work and stuff like this. Yeah, that's the first part of the sentence. The second part, fraud, settlement, and securitization. Fraud was things like Bernie Madoff, securitization, mortgage-backed securities. This settlement thing has been sort of written out of history. 2008 was a settlement crisis. What happened on that Wednesday? Lehman went broke on Sunday. They didn't do anything. It was on Wednesday morning the settlement system froze. That's been written out of history.
So now that we have that out of the way, let me break it down to you guys. Liquidity plays a crucial role in maintaining financial stability. And before I start, why am I doing this? Because I want to push the human race forward in this wealth transfer, and I want you guys to wake up and smell the roses. I can 1,000,000,000% say that this crypto sector, owning crypto, will give you financial freedom if you allocate and diversify your funds appropriately. Let's get into it. Liquidity is essential for maintaining the stability of a country's currency. Central banks use their currency reserves to intervene in the foreign exchange market to stabilize the value of their currency, and this requires having sufficient liquidity.
There is a need, whether it's a Libra or something else, to democratize the exchange of foreign currencies.
In times of financial crisis and economic downturns, liquidity supports it's often necessary to stabilize the system. In 2008, it didn't stabilize. Governments and central banks may provide liquidity injections to prevent systemic collapses and restore confidence in the financial system. Liquidity ensures that financial markets can operate smoothly. Without sufficient liquidity, markets can become illiquid, making it challenging for investors and institutions to buy or sell assets. Liquidity is essential for functioning of funding and capital markets. That's why Ripple is going after derivatives as well, okay? You need a lot of liquidity, and along with the FX markets. Banks and other financial institutions rely on liquidity to raise capital and meet short-term funding needs. Without access to liquidity, institutions may face solvency issues. Couple more pointers here, and I'm going to get into why the IMF, pretty much cheers on Ripple's escrow, and that's why they're hip to hip with Ripple. Central banks play a critical role in providing liquidity to financial systems. That's why they're scared of Ripple. They use tools like open market operations and leading facilities to inject liquidity during times of stress or to withdraw liquidity when necessary to control inflation. Folks, that's why they printed trillions of dollars, right, out of thin air. Efficient payment and settlement system require adequate liquidity. A lack of liquidity in these systems can disrupt payment processing, affecting businesses and individuals who rely on timely transactions for their economic activities. And that's what Ripple is solving, right? The liquidity problem. That's what they're coming for, and that's why the Ripple was sued. That's why its digital asset XRP has the highest level of clarity. Just let that sink in moment. Bitcoin, I don't even want to say Bitcoin, because Bitcoin somewhat has clarity, but XRP is the only digital asset on this planet that has 100% clarity to move on utilizing XRP. This was pretty much a coordinated attack. This could have been done way ahead. People from the WEF, the IMF saying, hey, we need Ripple ahead of everybody. We need clarity on that asset. I need you guys to go ahead and sue them, drag this on, get clarity, and then we'll start going full throttle. And what are the odds? I just thought about this. That after the lawsuit, the BIS just started publishing Ripple's individuals in their PDFs and in their reports. Oh my goodness. Wow, mic drop, folks. Just let that sink in. Before then, they would never talk about them. Ever. How can the IMF benefit from Ripple's escrow? IMF's primary objectives is to maintain global financial stability. When XRP gains significant adoption and usage, the the IMF may want to ensure that they are managed and used in a way that doesn't disrupt the stability of the international financial system. Having XRP in escrow could be one way to manage the supply and prevent excessive volatility. Moving along, the IMF could explore the inclusion of XRP as a part of this reserve in the future if it deems the stable and widely accepted. And Ripple is pretty much widely accepted right now. The IMF may engage with relevant stakeholders to coordinate international policies, which they're doing right now,
for a globally coordinated approach to crypto assets,
and regulation to address issues such as money laundering, fraud, and financial stability risks. Massive, massive. And then we're going to cover this again, why Ripple's escrow is a very, very bullish thing for the community and Ripple overall. Predictable supply. The escrow system releases a predetermined amount of XRP tokens each month, creating a predictable supply schedule. This transparency can instill confidence among investors, partners, and users as they can anticipate the future availability of XRP. This is very bullish. Like from a banker's perspective, just pretend like you're a banker and you're looking at Ripple and the pros that they have, and then compare it to Ethereum and Bitcoin and, of Dogecoin or Elon Gate or whatever you want to call it. You guys know what I'm trying to say here? It doesn't work. Like, this is an enterprise high level crypto company here. Long-term planning. The escrow system enables Ripple to plan for its ecosystem's growth and development more effectively. With a controlled supply of XRP, they can manage partnerships, projects, and other initiatives without significant concerns about market fluctuations caused by sudden large token releases. Partnership assurance. Ripple's escrow can give potential partners and financial institutions more confidence in collaborating with Ripple. The controlled release of XRP tokens through escrow shows a commitment to maintaining a stable and reliable digital asset. This commitment could foster stronger partnerships between banks and Ripple, facilitating further innovation and collaboration within the financial industry. That is why Ripple is partnered with hundreds of financial institutions and payment companies. Trust and credibility is what it's gonna come down to all the time. An escrow system can enhance Ripple's reputation by demonstrating responsible token management practices. It showcases a commitment to market stability and responsible use of XRP. This can instill confidence in banks, investors, and regulatory authorities that Ripple is actively working to maintain the stability of the XRP market. And then we have, of course, reduced market manipulation, which is huge. The escrow system can help reduce the potential for market manipulation as large amounts of XRP are locked away and released in a controlled manner. Having a portion of XRP locked in escrow, banks can feel more secure in using XRP for various financial services. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And for all the individuals, I'm going to do a little quick rant here, that talk about the XRP price, that talk about Chris Larson's $2 million Porsche, that talk about how Ripple is dumping on customers or Ripple holders, or how 100 billion XRP circulating so it'll never go to 10, 20, 30, 40, $100 because of market cap.
And the ability to use them for that and the price that they have to have. Because like a few months ago, I spoke with Miguel Villas, the head of XRP markets at Ripple. XRP is Ripple's cryptocurrency that we've been talking about. And he said, before he could even really have that conversation with banks to encourage them to use this as an on-demand liquidity tool, the market cap needed to be much higher, the transaction volume needed to be much higher, and there needed to be more exchange partners. So if it's just being used kind of for transmission like that, what does that imply about the price versus some of the kind of the retail use case or speculative use cases that
price is going to go up? No, look,
and how far away
the honest answer is I don't know Bitcoin and Ethereum. Again, I don't know what the driver of value is there. I think, in fact, when you look at Bitcoin, the initial adoption of Bitcoin is all about retail, and that didn't pan out. And suddenly you have millions of people who hold it. They're just going to hold it. So what's become the use case for Bitcoin is just a store of value, and I think that will persist. And somehow they landed on that, and that's maybe going to persist into the future. But XRP, it's really about this very fundamental driver of demand. Yeah, I mean, if XRP is going to be inserted deeply into the financial system, the market cap has to be orders of magnitude bigger. It has to be able to support institutional flows in the orders of magnitude of trillions of dollars. You know, today it's a lot smaller. I think it's right around $30 billion. But you know, when you look at
the market cap, I thought, or are you talking about the transaction volume?
The market cap of so there's 100 billion XRP, and the market cap it's trading around 30 cents. So it's about $30 billion. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I think that the current users and sort of the crawl, walk, run of growing the capital market, if you will, around XRP is going to be about fundamental demand, and that comes from companies like Veeam. And as more companies like Veeam start to use XRP and use digital currencies in their funding flows, they're going to be putting a massive amount of pressure on banks and larger financial institutions to start using this as well, or they're going to be toast. They're not going to be able to compete and be as nimble as a company like Veeam, who doesn't have to operate with any treasury overhead and all the cost complications.
It is so sad. Imagine being in that mindset. Imagine being wired like that. And if you're wired like that, if you're one of those individuals on the other end of this screen, thinking about XRP is not going to make me rich, XRP is never going to go to the moon because Ripple executives are dumping on retail, you guys are idiots. Absolutely waste of skin idiots. You moron. You moron. You should thank yourself to be even in this sector of crypto, to have this opportunity, once in a lifetime opportunity to hodl, accumulate, and be a part of the new 1%. It frustrates me. When I got into crypto, the market cap for the whole crypto sector was less than $200 billion. Okay? Or like the lowest was about 99 million, I believe, give or take. And when we reached peaks of 3 trillion in market cap, it was crazy, but I didn't sell anything. There is no point. There is no point. Why do taxes? Why do I want to sell anything right now when I know when I zoom out that these gains are minuscule to what's actually coming? The individuals that run this world know how the human mind works. Know that people are going to run out of money. That is why inflation is at its all-time highs. Even if you hold cryptocurrencies right now, everything is managed. The governments, they all know how much money you have. They're just draining you. At one point, they know individuals with crypto holdings will end up having to sell because the cost of living is going up. So they need those funds for their day-to-day activities to pay for the bills. They're getting all the weekends out. Your number one goal right now should be to accumulate as much as you can. Forget what everybody says about the XRP price, because if you're talking about the XRP price and you're not educating yourself on the technology itself, that right there is a big problem. And that is why I'm here every single day trying to give you guys different perspectives on how this is all going to roll out. This is just too big. And like I said, only a handful of individuals are going to understand this. Some people are just not wired the same. Individuals on Twitter that I see, like Scam Detective, that always goes against what anybody says about Ripple XRP, maybe they're industry plants. But I don't know how stupid you could be to not see where Ripple and XRP is going. And I really hope I triggered some of you idiots that are watching this video. But 99% of you that came to this far in the video, you guys are absolutely OGs. oh man, you guys are, if I could give you guys a hug right now, I would, because like I said, it comes down to mindset and how you see the world and how you see everything playing out. Like not everybody is going to see this. Not everybody is going to see this. I know there is individuals on the other end of the screen that know 100%, just like me, that the price of XRP will go to $10, $20, $30, $40, $50, 100% guaranteed. The fact that the price of XRP has been basically trading between 30 cents to all-time highs of 380, that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is price stability. That is the same spread between XRP trading at $100 to $110 in the future. This is what they're looking for. When the IMF, when the BIS, when the WEF come and look into a crypto asset, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna look at price stability at first, and then they're gonna zoom out. So you zoom out the Ripple chart. You know what? Let's do it. Let's zoom out the Ripple chart here. Let's go to all-time high. This is beautiful. Forget these days, okay? Forget these days. Once we started going, this is beautiful. This is what they want. This is what they want, and that is why the price of XRP has just been going sideways, and I wish it goes sideways a lot much longer. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys are the new 1% that are tuning in every day. I'm telling you, you guys are the chosen ones, and I cannot believe that. I'm so thankful for having individuals like this on the planet that, that see the same vision. I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Little rant I had to. There's just so much fudster out there that just talk nonsense with zero experience in any kind of financial industry. Why I get so triggered, why I am so bullish on XRP is because I am in this sector, in the financial sector, for over 10 years now. And I see it. It's going to happen. 1 trillion%. You're not stopping this. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys, and we will be back with another video.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch. I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.